There's finally evidence that AMC is most probably going to accept Dogecoin this year. Let's take a look at it. Hello guys, and welcome back to Crypto Fire, where we talk about Dogecoin, cryptocurrency, and investing. Before we go any further, please keep in mind that we're giving away $500 to a random subscriber. All you have to do is like the video, subscribe, and leave a comment on your favorite crypto. Read our description for more info about it. Now, let's get started with today's video. In a tweet, the AMC CEO said that, "I sincerely want to hear your opinion via this Twitter poll. By year-end 2021, AMC will take Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash for online payments. I hear from many on my Twitter feed that we should accept Dogecoin too. Do you think AMC should explore accepting Dogecoin?" Now, as you can see, more than 73% of people replied with a yes. Since he's asking for our opinion and his decision will depend on our answer, I'd say there's a 99% probability that AMC will announce that it's accepting Dogecoin too. We have to remember that it's coming straight from the CEO, and this is going to be a pretty big deal for Dogecoin. Now, let's look at an important chart for Bitcoin. Someone put this together on Twitter showing Bitcoin charts from 2013, 2017, and 2021 with the same patterns taking place. And it currently indicates that July of 2013, July of 2017, and July of 2021 delivered a bottom in the crypto bull run. We've seen this happen each time, indicating that we had a bit of a consolidation phase before breaking out to new record highs. We witnessed the RSI trend lower, then consolidate before reaching new highs. So, if we look at these charts right here, we can see that this is a positive indication for crypto. But keep in mind that technical indicators may be misleading. It's similar to looking at charts. You can find charts for everything. There are charts that suggest that we may be in for a bear market. Let me know what you think, but keep in mind that technical indicators, although useful as a reference and a guide, are not always correct. Moving on, there's something else we need to consider while we're consolidating. Tim Enneking, the managing director of Digital Capital Management, said something very interesting, which was that crypto in many ways is now more correlated to fiat markets because more fiat investors are investing in crypto. A risk-off mindset isn't specific to one asset class, so when folks become concerned, they dump everything. On the other hand, there is no real reason for any such correlation. Therefore, if fiat markets stay flat or turn bearish, investors will start hunting for yield, and many will find that yield in crypto. In other words, crypto markets will initially follow fiat markets down, but then will reverse far earlier because there is no fundamental reason for their drop. Basically, it looks like Dogecoin is set for a quick recovery. Coming back to Bitcoin's charts, there's another thing we need to talk about. We have witnessed a golden cross during the previous several days. The 50-day moving average crosses over the 200-day moving average at that point, which is positive news. Now, the good part is that Bitcoin's 50-day moving average is still higher than its 200-day moving average. Not only that, we can observe a lengthy tail forming on today's daily candlestick. This is a promising indication because this demonstrates that bulls are pushing back, that they are purchasing more Bitcoin, and that they are not afraid of price movements. Despite the FUD coming out of China, the general attitude remains positive. So, if the candlestick closes in the green on September 21st, it is a positive indicator that the bulls are surging back. Now, let's talk about the Fear and Greed Index, which is now resting at 27, which suggests fear. Severe greed is 100, extreme fear equals 0. We've slipped a lot in recent days, from around 80, which was greed, to now 27, which is fear. The good news here is that the last time we saw a major bull run, which began in July, we were around the 20 to 25 range on the Fear and Greed Index. And right now, we are getting very close to those same levels. So as this might be a sign that we will see another bull run in the second half of 2021. Another big news was about NFT. NFT took a massive hit in the first week of September 2021 as many investors began to look away and lost interest in them. But we're seeing the NFT market sales bounce back, and this is a great sign. We're not only seeing an increased volume in OpenSea, which is primarily home to Ethereum and Polygon NFT, but also all other NFT marketplaces. So whenever we see NFT do well, it is generally a bullish indication for crypto because they are a bit riskier. And when markets are performing poorly, people don't want to take that large of a risk. Moving forward, we've seen Coinbase come out and say they're rolling out Coinbase Prime. It's their section for institutional investors. They claimed it's coming out of beta soon, and they already have 9,000 institutions signed up. This is a significant component of their company. Over 60% of their revenue originates from institutions, and they are now formally spreading this out and launching it out of beta. Coming back to Bitcoin, I just want to emphasize the importance of looking at Plan B. According to its stock-to-flow model, we're still on track and things are looking really good. It appears that in September, we will print 43,000 for Bitcoin. Still, we must keep a watch on the 21-day EMA. If we fall below that level, it may be bad news. It would suggest that bears may be under control in early October. I'm still confident that we will be above the 21-day EM by the end of the week. And if that happens, it would give a really positive signal, and we may be on pace for 63,000 in October, 98,000 in November, and 135,000 in December. This is according to the stock-to-flow model, and it has been correct for several years. So don't get too worked up over it. Now, let's talk about Solana. Lately, it has had a significant influx of cash despite all that has transpired with the relaunch of its whole blockchain. So, despite Solana's difficulties with transaction processing, we're seeing a lot of their DeFi initiatives raise millions and millions of dollars from institutions, one of which is called Great Protocol. We've seen them raise hundreds of thousands of dollars, and we've seen Parrot Protocol raise $69 million. We're seeing a lot of projects built on Solana's blockchain raise tens of millions of dollars, indicating that despite what occurred with Solana, investors are generally positive about the ecosystem. There are NFT developing on it, so all of this is pretty good for it. Now, another bullish sign for cryptos is that CoinShares' weekly report on digital asset fund flows shows that institutional investors had net positive inflows into crypto a couple of weeks ago. But this week, we saw over $41.6 million flow into crypto investment-related products. Not just Bitcoin and Ethereum, but also coins like Solana, Ripple, Cardano, Polka, DOT, Litecoin, and a number of other coins. Now, let's talk about some bad news. So over $1 billion in crypto futures were liquidated. So never ever engage in a leveraged transaction. You will be destroyed and lose all of your money. And don't rely on trades. I'm talking about colossal proportions. There are professional investors out there who get destroyed. $1.5 billion liquidated in 2 days. So don't utilize leverage because you don't have influence over the market. Moving on, U.S. Senator Margaret Hassan came out and stated in a letter that she asks for more targeted measures to prevent and punish the usage of cryptos for illicit reasons. He stated that the government should crack down on this. Although some may view this as a negative, I see it as a positive. This demonstrates that the U.S. government is attempting to incorporate crypto in order to safeguard citizens. They are not advocating a ban on crypto. They're saying, look, we need to defend ourselves from ransomware assaults by hackers. We need to make sure it's not being used for illegal purposes. But other than that, they say it's fine, and we're good with utilizing it. We simply have to make sure that everyone is acting legitimately, that no one is hacked, and nobody is going to lose a lot of money. So, I believe while people don't like regulators coming in, it's ultimately a positive thing that's going to safeguard individuals and allow large money players to actually become more engaged. Coming back to Dogecoin, its official Twitter page announced that they're launching an NFT auction with all proceeds towards future Dogecoin development. This started about 2 weeks ago, but if you do decide to purchase it, all revenues will go directly to the development of Dogecoin, which is really great. And this is it for today's video. Thanks for watching till the end. If you enjoyed it, please consider liking and sharing it with your friends. Also, please subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications for daily videos on Dogecoin and cryptocurrency. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments section below. Goodbye, take care.